All right, so you got my worst of the year list. Now let's talk about my best of the year list. I'm just gonna exclude Marty Supreme from this list just in general because I haven't seen the movie yet and I had to shoot these ahead of time. Um, but if Marty Supreme's good, just assume that it could have been on this list somewhere. And I'm sure it will be. But the rest of these, but also I can't really decide with these movies. There are so many great movies on this list that I'm like I can't sit here and pick through stuff. Let's start with number five, One Battle After Another. This movie is awesome. I love this movie. This movie and Sinners seem like they're in competition to be nominated for Best Picture. I'm down for that. Paul Thomas Anderson deserves a kind of win. The reason it's at number five is because this is a movie that I felt like I needed to see a second time in the theater, was not able to do, unfortunately, just because of how long it is and the circumstances when it came out. But it's a fun movie. I love the movie quite a bit. I think that the more I think about the movie, the more I like it. But it's also a movie that I can't reasonably put higher because I feel like it's a very politically charged movie that really isn't in tune with the culture very well of what's going on. But that doesn't make it a bad movie. It more just means that I like the movie, but it makes it a little bit of a harder watch than some of these other movies that I feel like are a little bit stronger in some areas. So there's that. Sinners, number four. Love Sinners. I don't. This is one I'm not going to spend a lot of time on because you've heard everybody praise this fucking movie. I love this movie. I think it's cool as fuck. Pretty much everybody else does. So, Sinners is awesome. Michael B. Jordan is great, and actually I think I gave it a pretty weak review, honestly, because I didn't really even understand why Michael B. Jordan was playing two characters, but seeing it a second time really understood that creative decision more, and it made a lot of sense, and it really worked for me, and it was a lot more entertaining, and I just really loved that movie. And I actually have that movie, and I should rewatch it, but I'm going to wait till after the holidays are over, and I can start watching Christmas movies, so that'll be fun. But I do like Sinners quite a bit. Number three is Superman. This movie is just a wonderful movie. I love this movie quite a bit because, I've been going through a lot of stuff similar to the main character in this movie, so I related to it a lot on a personal level. Feelings of identity. If you've seen some of my videos and the name change of the channel, you've been following, you understand. I'm not gonna go too much into that, but its identity is something I've been struggling with for a long time. And Superman's character journey of realizing that his birth parents are not really what he thought they were, and learning to accept that he needs to find identity and happiness in other places. Also, just the hopefulness and optimism and belief in something again when so much of this year is not been that globally and just a lot in my country of America right now. So, I just thought that was really powerful stuff. And ignoring all that, it's got beautiful cinematography. The score is great. It's my favorite movie score of the year. The performances are great. And it's just a really well paced and well written movie for the most part. There's some clunky dialogue in there, but love Superman. I saw this movie like 5 times in the theater, and if it had been playing any longer, probably would have seen it a sixth. Next one on the list is War 2. I thought about putting another movie here, but I think we'll save that. But number 2 is War 2. I love this movie quite a bit. I am not really a big Bollywood person. I am going to try and see more Bollywood movies, but it is hard for me to get out to see them because they're, I don't know what it is, but in my area they're a little more expensive to go see. I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but they're expensive, and also they're like the ones that get shown are pretty long, and it's like I have to devote a whole day, and usually by the time I see one playing, I'm like, all right. But War 2 is one I decided to check out, and this is just a bananas action movie that's off the wall It's fun as hell, and if you're here for it, you're here for it because man, this movie is fun as hell, and I love it. War Two, if you haven't, War One is on Amazon Prime to watch for free. If you haven't seen it, War Two, high recommend. Even better than War One. Um, but yeah, number one is a tie between two movies, Ninja Two and Looney Tunes: The Day the Earth Blew Up. I was really debating, do I just put one animated movie on this list because I wanted to be kind of balanced, and I realized I just got to put these two because I love Ninja 2 a little bit more than Earth Blew Up, but it's just an achievement that Day the Earth Blew Up got released, and we're getting Coyote versus Acme next year, which will probably be on this list as well next year. We'll see, but probably will. I love Day the Earth Blew Up. This movie is great. The animation is gorgeous. It's laugh out loud funny in a lot of places. Very beautiful animation. I saw this movie. So I saw this movie about 6 or 7 times in the theaters. And I know 6, 7. I'm sorry, but it just like I kept rewatching in the theater. I just was all over this movie. Absolutely adored this movie. Ninja 2 was part of my beginning of my goal this year, which was to watch more foreign films, which you can kind of see I succeeded in because I got 2 foreign films on the list. And Ninja 2 was just really cool. I saw it in Mandarin at the very beginning of the year, and then I saw it when it was re-released with the English dub. I enjoyed both times of it, and it has remained my favorite movie of the year since February because I don't know, something about the action and uniqueness of it all just blew my mind, and I would be so all over this movie to see it again in Mandarin. Not so much the English dub, but it is cool as hell.